Come on now, it's not as good as Plinko. Bienvenue, mes amis. That's all I got. My first guest today is a giant movie star. He's also an actor and a movie star. Unusual, but it happens. He's in a new film called Tron Legacy, which is in theaters December the 17th. Take a look at this.
I'm looking for zoos. Indeed, many are. What can I find? This, pretty miss, is a conversation best had behind closed doors. Perhaps we should retire to my private lounge. Oh, signed it myself. No, it's true. I'm stepping away for a moment, boys. Change the scheme, alter the mood. Electrify the boys and girls if you'd be so kind.
Whoa! Please welcome Michael Sheen, everybody. Michael Sheen. Michael Sheen. Hello, Michael.
Hello.
Michael, you're better than Plinko. It's good to see. That looks amazing, that film. You look like... That looks to me like Bridget Nielsen becomes David Bowie.
C'est très joli.
You French bastard. You're charming, aren't you? Were you looking at my Eiffel Tower?
I'm always looking at the Eiffel
Yeah.
Tower. Not a day goes by.
I know.
I don't pine.
Code?
Yes.
Yeah, it's code for
his penis.
Yeah, code for penis. Yeah. Have you seen that porn parody I'm working on?
I have. I've seen the porn parrot you've been working on.
Oh, yeah. Feathery bastard. Yeah.
Feathery Bastard 3.
Yeah. How are you then? You're all right?
I'm very well, thank
This
you.
film was good. I don't know anything about Tron. I didn't see the first one either. It came out in the 80s, didn't it?
I was 12, so you would have been, what, about...
40?
Yeah. I didn't know whether to go for the nasty thing and say you were about 20.
No,
or be nice and say you were about 4.
No, I was... what year did it come out? You were 12.
Yeah.
So it would have been...
79, 82.
82. I was 20.
83, something like that.
21.
Yeah. It was, I remember, it was a grey, rainy day in South Wales. Let me take you back there,
It's always a grey, rainy day in South Wales. Welcome to South Wales. What's the weather like? You know what the weather's like. It's still raining, isn't it, in South Wales right now? Yeah.
It is. No, it's snowing. My mum and dad said that they've had like 10 foot of snow or something.
Yeah, in Scotland too. Somebody tweeted me and said, hey, we've got a 10-incher in Scotland.
In your bed.
I was going to say that's cold as well.
But no, it's very cold in Wales at the moment. But I was taken to see the film when I was 12, and I went in, and I was like at that perfect age where you're just ready to be absolutely blown away by a movie, and Tron was the one that did it to me.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I was completely off my face drunk for that entire decade, so I
was 12, but I was off my face drunk as well. Because it was a grey and rainy day in South Wales.
Well, it seems very nice. And is that a David Bowie homage? Are you doing an homage?
I was doing an homage to David Bowie's abilities.
Yeah.
No, I was. Well, the character I play is kind of, he plays with identity, and he sort of, you don't know quite what his agenda is, and he reinvents himself. Definitely bi-curious. Definitely bi-curious.
Right. That sounds pretty good, actually. Can you do David Bowie? I mean, I don't mean can you do David Bowie legally.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think we'd have to ask David Bowie, wouldn't we, really?
Well, you'd have to buy him dinner first or something. I don't know, Michael. Perhaps we should have something to eat first.
That's very good. Very good. Very good.
It's not as good as Plinko. Can you do David Bowie? It's kind of... No,
well,
really,
you just
don't do impressions.
He does this thing, I've noticed that he does this thing where he sort of pulls the sides of his mouth down and goes, yes, indeed. He does that. Yeah, but that's very like your Prince Charles.
Yeah. But my Prince Charles is nothing like Prince Charles. I've carved out a mediocre career, doing impressions of people that are nothing like the actual people.
But that's what I've done as well.
No.
Blair, Frost. I've done it. Yeah, that's all I do.
Tony Blair. Do you ever run into him at showbiz events?
I've tried to run into him, but he always nips away from the edge of the car as I shoot past.
Are you living there now, or do you live here now?
I live here now.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at you getting all tanned and stuff.
Hardly tanned.
Are you going to have some plastic surgery?
I've had a lot of plastic surgery.
Oh, really?
But I've had it all done to my feet. Which is not done usually in this...
Well, there's nothing... If you want to work in this town, you better have sexy feet.
Yeah.
Do you have sexy feet?
My feet are dating Hugh Hefner right now.
Both of them?
Both of them. He's a very lucky man.
Very lucky man, yeah. So what do you do when your feet are out there giving massages? Have you ever been to that Playboy Mansion?
I've never been there. Have you been there?
Yeah, I've been there, yeah.
In the grotto?
Yeah, in the grotto.
In the grotto.
We actually have to use this just because we talked about it. Oh, man. It's a little bit...
Would you like a foot massage right now?
You know, I would, but I'm not going to because... I don't trust myself.
In your pants.
Yeah, exactly.
In your pants.
He did it better.
This is disgusting. This isn't sand sanitizer.
No, it's not actually. It's spit. Yeah, the reason
awful.
Yeah, it's spit, but I had a mint first, so it has a kind of because CBS won't. Yeah, they won't buy hand sanitizer. Are you kidding me? Come on.
It's like spit and vodka. Over here.
How do you know what spit and vodka feels like on your hands? Was that when you were up in the Playboy Mansion?
It was a grey and rainy day in South Wales. I told you.
So maybe you should go up to that Playboy Mansion and you see it, see it.
What I've never understood is...
Swahili. I've never understood Swahili. It's a very difficult language.
But so he lives there in this mansion, and has he got just like parties there every night and all these women there?
Yeah, well, I think so. I think he lives upstairs in a kind of apartment where he can sneak out and go for the early bird special and all that kind of stuff. And go to big giant drugstores and a little rascal. And I think what happens is parties happen below and then they bring him down from time to time and he goes, ah. And then it's kind of like what we do with Jeff Peterson. Yeah, very similar.
In your pants.
We have to take a break, but here's the great news. You have to do another bit of this show after the commercial.
No!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah, we'll be right back, everybody. We'll be right back.
No, I don't know.
Hang on a second. We were just talking, and he's famous.
With a little bit of kissing as well, but mainly talking.
I got a foot massage, and it was so exciting. I spat into my body. So now you were telling me about during the break about the Tron movies in the 3D.
It's in the 3D,
and Jeff Bridges plays himself. Now and back in 1982, but I don't.
Yeah.
And then I said to you, "How does he do that?" And you said, "Oh, Benjamin Button." And I'm like, "Well, what does that mean?"
That means you get Brad Pitt in to play the younger. But no,
really,
it means well the technique that they developed, the technology they developed for Benjamin Button to make Brad Pitt kind of age backwards.
Right.
They've kind of developed that and taken it further, and so you get to spoiler alert. No, it's not a spoiler alert. Yeah. Everyone knows he's in the trailer, for God's sake.
Right.
You get to see Jeff's character Flynn from the first film in this film as well. So it involves kind of having cameras all around your head and other actors being your body and all that kind of stuff.
Make ooh la la.
Yeah. I have no doubt. I was so drunk all the way through the film. I have no idea.
Now, are you very patient with all that stuff? Because I can imagine like all that makeup and all that stuff and all these cameras and the 3D things, but doesn't that just bore the arse off? You have to sit there for hours on end.
No, it's great. It's like people say, "Oh, what's it like to have to imagine everything going on around you and it's a green screen and all that?" But it's like being a kid in your bedroom, and just playing. You go, "Well, maybe not the way you played in your bedroom." Yes, exactly. Bringing back any memories?
Yes, no, it is. There's a lot of this tonight. I don't know what to do with that. I would put that as a subliminal message.
Yeah. I was always told I'd go blind if I did too much of that.
Yes, I thought that too. I actually thought the worst of it was I occasionally would go and stay over at my grandma's house, and she had nylon sheets on the beds in the guest room.
On your toenails?
No, it was worse because when you got into them, if you were staying in the guest bedroom, and I was like 13, 14, right, staying in the guest bedroom, if you're in nylon sheets and you start moving around enthusiastically,
yes,
you get an electric shock.
In your pants.
In your pants. And I thought I was being punished by a bug.
You were. You were.
Love it.
Yeah.
Do you know, I had a friend, this is a terrible thing to say. I had a friend when I was growing up who discovered moving around excitedly, as you put it, by doing pull-ups on the door frame of his door, of his bedroom door. He wanted to, like, you know, get strong because he was quite skinny.
Right.
So he started doing pull-ups on the door frame of his door, but with the door closed. And he discovered that boy had the biggest developed arms and a very satisfied smile on his face for most of the school.
And only attracted to very flat-chested women.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Wow.
Very two-dimensional relationships he had.
That's very odd. An odd thing to do. I've never tried to have sex with a door. Maybe now's the time.
Maybe.
No, I think I'm past it.
You
now.
have a very attractive desk, though.
See, no, don't. Bigger on the inside.
Got that.
So, what do you fancy tonight? You fancy an awkward pause or harmonica to get out of here? What do you think?
I'd like to try something. I'd like to try Secretariat!
Oh, no, not Secretariat! Yeah! That's pretty good.
Thank you very much.
Pretty good. You mustn't do that without telling anyone because these guys back there were sitting playing cards.
I saw
Like,
them.
what the hell? Oh, man.
It's actually Daft Punk. It's actually Daft Punk.
Daft Punk?
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
Secretariat?
Well, Daft Punk do all the music for Tron,
Right.
but they famously, you never see their faces. They always have the helmets on and the whole thing.
So you're saying Daft Punk are inside Secretariat?
Yes.
Maybe that's true, internet idiots.
Those French.
Oh, those French. Here, have you ever been on Arthur's show in France?
Yes, we do a sort of co-anchor type thing. He's Arthur and I'm Arthur too on the rocks.
Why would you applaud my pain? Well, you know, it's good to know that you do well in France, I guess.
It's my Gallic charm
You are a charming bastard.
and my garlic breath.
Yeah, no, you're lovely. I'm not gay, but I'd do you. Actually, that probably makes me gay, doesn't it?
I think so.
Ah, well, to each his own.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's back to the guy with the door, really, isn't it? Yeah.
You can be my door frame anytime you want.
Hey, all right, let's do mouth organs then. Do you ever go back to Britain much?
I do occasionally, yeah.
All right, well, here's €5. Knock yourself
Thank
out. All right.
Have you got $1?
Yeah. That's what makes you a movie star in my book, son. There you are, American money. Give me the €5 back.
There you
All right. All right.
If you harmonica that's not really a verb, is it, harmonica? If you
No.
harmonicize that well, do I have to get to tuck this down the front of your pants?
I'll do many things for $1. But blowing an organ for you ain't one of them. All right, come on. Help yourself. It's brand new, fresh, hasn't been touched. Well, it has, but not by hand.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Right, can you play this? I bet you can play
Do we
it.
have to do...
Yeah, you won't be able to do that because you'll be doing. Yeah, see now, look, you've. Oh look, I got my dollar back.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready?
Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.